Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is we're going to talk about astrology 101. Like, what is that? Where did it originate from? My experiences on astrology. So before we begin, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out. All right, let's get started. Okay, so basically astrology, like where it comes from and everything like that, it's basically was founded by the Greeks. I don't know too much of the really deep history of astrology, but I know like the Greeks were founders of it, and basically, ever since then, I feel like it exists. I think it's real because when I read people and stuff, I will literally see their sign and I'll be like, oh, is your sign this? And then they'd be like, yeah, like, oh my god, yeah. Or when I see people how they act and stuff, if I'm around them for a little bit, I'll be like, hey, is your sign this? And they'd be like, oh my god, yeah, like, how'd you know? So I really feel like astrology, I really do believe in it, and I think it's really real because I can see their energy. I can see the signs in people and stuff. And most of the time I'm right. Very most likely I'm right. Definitely. So the Greeks were founders of it. Basically there's four elements, and there's three signs that fits into each element: water, fire, earth, air. So let's start off with water. So water has Leo. It has Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. And then air sign is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. And then fire sign has Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then the earth sign has Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So there's 13 signs, I think it is 13. So basically, which each one do. So like air signs are tend to be more intellectual, and very communicative. If you're a fire sign, they're very enthusiastic and active people. Aries. And I want to say too, like, water signs are they're very intuitive, but also very sensitive, very emotional. Um, and then also too, what did I say? I said air, fire, water. So earth signs are very stable and practical people, earth signs. So I'm gonna tell you like kind of briefly what each sign is. So let's start off with fire, my specialty. So fire. So the first sign is Aries. So Arian people, as myself, they're very bold people, very leadership. They're very brave, courageous people. Also too, they're very loyal to their friends. They spend money like water. And their life purpose, I feel like, in life is to do something bold and courageous. That is what Aryan people do, and that's what they are. Um, Also too, like again, fire sign, enthusiastic, active people, stuff like that. And they're the sign of a ram. So kind of like headstrong people. Wham. So yeah. Sagittarius people, they're very free spirited. So the sign for that is like a half man, half horse. So they're very free spirited. They love to travel, very adventurous. They do not like sitting at one place at once. They love to roam around. They love to travel, maybe even move around a lot. I don't know on that part, but they don't like to be in one place, and they don't conform to society either. They're very free spirited, very liberal, free spirited. Also too, they're just very just nonconformists. Like Miley Cyrus, Nicki Minaj, Britney Spears, very just creative and yeah, really cool. And they're fun to party with too. So then also too, Leos. Oh my goodness, Leos. They are very prideful people, very courageous, very adventurous too on that. Leos, they just feel like the attention is all on them, and they're very prideful, very prideful. And they have really big personalities too. Like, I mean, their personality just radiates and sunshines and just fills the room with their personality. So they're very out there. So yeah. Uh, Also too, so now we're gonna move on to water. So water signs are very like emotional, and they're really sensitive, kind of like intuitive, very intuitive people. So we're gonna start off with Cancer. So Cancer people, Cancerians, they're very though they have their moods are go really up and down and stuff like that. I've noticed that very Cancer people, they're really romantic though. They're really romantic people, especially like some of the Cancer men that I've dated, very romantic and stuff. Also too, I noticed like with women's too, like I feel like their moods are just go up and down, like just very just one day they're cool and the next they're just really moody. That's one thing I've noticed with women Cancers. Also too, Cancer people, very affectionate, very, when it comes to romance stuff, they're very affectionate. I mean, also too, they're very thoughtful. They're very, they think with their, emotions and stuff. Also too, they're sensitive people, and I think that's probably why their moods kind of go up and down because they're always sensing stuff, I feel like. And so they're also like moon children. So like due to the tide, the moon controls like the tides in the ocean and stuff. I feel like that also affects their moods too. And they're also really intuitive. So yeah. So the next sign that we're gonna do is Pisces. So Pisces people, Pisceans, they're very their water sign as well, so emotional and sensitive and stuff. They're very creative people. Out of the 12 signs, out of the oh yeah, I think there's 12 signs. Out of the 12 signs, they're very creative people. They're I want to say like their moods, Pisces people, very creative people. They kind of have like a split personality, I want to say. Also too, they're very like they like poetry, poetic, very just creative. Anything with the arts, they're really good at. Um, Also too, really sensitive and intuitive. My mom's a Pisces, so I don't like I've seen a lot like the creative side in her and also the intuitive side of her. Yeah. And then the next one is Scorpio. Oh my god, Scorpions. Um Scorpions, I want to say. They're really the coolest people you'll ever meet. Oh my god, they are so cool. They're so fun. My best friend is a Scorpio. Um Very cool people. I mean, if they like you, I mean, they'll be the bestest friends you'll ever have. But God, if you get on their bad side and they do not like you, they totally believe in revenge, very envious, revengeful, and if you mess with a Scorpio, you get stung by a Scorpio. They do not play around. If they do not like you, they just very mean people. Oh, they're very revengeful. So be careful. But if you're in their good graces and you're really good friends with them, if they love you, they will be the best people to ever be around. Um, so now we're gonna move on to the air signs. So Aquarius people, oh, I love Aquarian people. Aquarius people are very enlightened people. So people that are like doctors, school teachers, anything that has to do with helping the community. Like I noticed a lot of personal trainers that I've had, school teachers, and doctors. A lot of them are Aquarius people, Aquarians. People that help improve. They believe in improving the community and they're enlightened people too. They're thinkers. They think outside of the box. They don't think in a three-dimensional world. Like they think outside of things. Also too, they're very communicative, very intellectual people. So they really like, I know I have this one friend, he's an Aquarius and he loves to text. I mean, texting is his forte. He's very communicative through text message. Every time I just send like a little like, okay, and then he'd just be like, okay, like leaving like emojis. Like he always has to have the last like message. You know what I'm saying? He's just very communicative. Um, yeah, so also too, the next air sign will be Libra. Oh my God, that's Aries opposite sign. I love Libras. Oh my God. Libras people, they're air sign as well, so intellectual and communicative. They believe in balance, okay? And their sign is the balance scale. So they believe in balance. They're very fair. Also too, they're just very just diplomatic, I want to say, and they keep the peace. That's something I like about Um, that's what I really like about Libra people. But I feel like the downside of Libra is they don't really stick up for themselves when they really need to, you know? They just like to keep the peace, you know? Um, so the next air sign I want to say is Gemini. I've noticed a lot of Gemini. Me as an Aries, I attract a lot of Gemini people, women. So Gemini people are the twin sign, so they definitely have multiple personalities. I feel like moods, or I want to say moods. They definitely have multiple moods. They think mentally. Like everything is very mental with them. They always analyze things. They're very mental. So they're air sign, so very intellectual and communicative. But they're always constantly. They have multiple moods throughout the day. Kind of like almost like bipolarness a little bit, and also too, they love to read books. They are very just everything with the mind. How they think and everything. It's just corners and doors. Like I feel like when, like my grandmother is a Gemini. They love to move things around in the house. Just always got to keep their mind active and stuff. You know. Um, that's kind of Gemini's for you. So now we're gonna go move on to last but not least the Earth signs. So I want to say like Virgos. So we're gonna start off with Virgos. So like Beyonce is a Virgo. Virgos are very perfectionist people. I've noticed a lot in store managers, like in retail, a lot of store managers are Virgos. They're very just I want to say like they're just very perfectionist people. They got to know everything of everything, and they're also like known as the Virgin sign. So cleanliness, all of that. Um, also male Virgos. I've just noticed they're really funny people. But they definitely got to know everything of everything too. So the next sign is Taurus. So Taurine people, they're very stubborn, practical people, very stable and practical, very grounded people too. But they're very stubborn. Like their motto is if it keeps working this way, let's keep doing that. They don't really like to try other new ventures and new things and stuff like that. They're just very just grounded and very stubborn. They're stuck in their ways. So the next sign too, the last but not least, is Capricorn. I don't really know too much about the signs. I just know when I meet Capricorns, they're very goal-oriented people. Like if they have goals going for themselves, they tend to go for it. But their personality varies. Each Capricorn's personality definitely varies and everything like that. Capricorns, they tend to be like I feel like their person it's like an onion, and you got to get to know them and then layer like their layers, their personality is layered like an onion, and I feel like the more you get to know them, the layers start peeling off. So, but definitely I feel like Capricorns are very goal oriented. Also too, so that's just like basic sun sign, we all have our sun sign the year that we're born. Also in astrology, I feel like um you have a moon sign, which is how you emotionally deal with things, and then you also have a rising sign, how you view the world and how people view you. But that you need your time of birth and everything like that. But yeah, so definitely, and then for like your emotional, like how you emotionally deal with things, I think you need like your what do you need? Like I think just like your birth year and your birthday and all that. But yeah. So definitely, if you want to know more about your sign, or if you don't know what your sign is, you can totally Google it. But if you want, also too, if you want a reading, or from me, definitely, or if you want to know more about astrology, definitely you can book a session with me down below in the link down below to my website. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical.